All right, here we have in a hyperbola because we see the negative sign there. And the y is actually now in front. So when the y is in front of this negative sign, we know that it actually does that. Okay? That kind of does the exact opposite of what you would think. Same with this guy. So already we know he's going to go up and down. And we actually don't care what number is actually larger or bigger. We're just going to make a box, right? So we go to, so be careful though. This is the -1 coordinate for x. That is the -1 y coordinate. So -1, -1 would be right here. Okay. Well, they're the same, so it doesn't matter. But over here, they're going to switch, right? So don't make that the x coordinate and that the y coordinate. That can be a common mistake. All right, so we're going to go up 2 and down 2, and we're going to go over 4 and over 4. Now, what this is, this actually represents where it does not open, okay? So these are dotted boxes, okay? All right, and one of the things that's going to happen here is that in number 19, this kind of slipped by me. There's 2 vocabulary words that we didn't really use here, and whenever you have the there's something called the conjugate axis and the transverse axis. The transverse axis is the axis that has the vertices, okay? This guy right here, that is called, he's called the transverse axis. Okay, we would have called him the minor axis because he's smaller, but the transverse axis actually has the points that has the curves. Like, we're going to pass a curve right through there, okay? So this guy is actually kind of real, so they call it the transverse. This axis, the other one, okay, the other one that does not have the curve, okay, like these curves are not going to be there, okay? Those are basically unreal, okay? These guys are called the conjugate. Okay, those are the conjugate axis. Okay? So the conjugate axis is the axis that you're not actually using. Now, I probably shouldn't have drawn that there because that's where our curves are going to go. What we need is a ruler, and we're going to do a ruler that passes through the center and those points, and that's going to help us draw so that this guy opens out wide, just like that, and opens out wide just like that. Not going to be too much of a stickler with that, just as long as you don't touch the asymptotes there. And, oh, whoa, did I draw from this? Oh, my bad. Right here. I was going to say it did not look right. Okay, so it passes through here, not the center. Oh, my gosh. Okay, all right. So now with this one, we've got up 1, but then we're going to move over to the left one. So we are here, and we're going to go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, because the y is first, we know it's going to open up and down, and this is the spot here, and because it opens up and down, the length of our conjugate axis is actually 6, right? You got 3 this way, 3 that way. This guy here is the length of our transverse axis is 4, so that's going to be a total of 8, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do this. A ruler is much, much better. All right, and I know that this guy passes just like that and just like that, and then finally here and here, okay? All right, that's that. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Looks like we still got a -x squared. Oh, man, these guys are all opening up and down. That is not cool. Not cool at all. So let's put this 3y minus 6y. We're going to put that 27 over there. And then we're going to put a -2x squared, but that's it. Okay. All right, so that's not too bad. But it is going to open up and down again. All right, so we're going to squeeze out that 3.
There will be an MHS meeting today in this Essex classroom at 11 o'clock. Also, all
All
those
right,
who are
divided by 2, we
reporting
had
to
1,
class detention today,
3,
please report to
and nothing.
107. Thank you.
All right, so we got this guy equaling 30. And we've got y squared. I'm going to put a 3 there. No, I'm sorry. Let's just go right to the parentheses. Minus x squared divided by 30. So if we do this, okay, that goes to 1. And now we're doing the square root of 30, which is in between 5 and 6. And then the square root of 10, which is in between 3 and 4. So our x-coordinate is 0, but we are going to go up 1. And so we're going to go up on the y, square root of 10, which is 1, 2, 3 and some change. And then 1, 2, 3 and some change. This is going to be the square root of 30, which is 6 was 36. That would be too high. And 5 is 25. So it's going to be a little over 5. 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just a little over 5. This is where he does not flow. Okay. All right. And then our opens up quite wide there. All right. There we go. Okay, this is kind of nice as well. We got negative 5x squared plus 10x. And then 2y squared there. We're going to move that 55 over. Okay, keep the x's with the x's. Y is just y, so that's fine. Going to take out a negative 5. So that's going to be x squared minus 2. Okay. And we're going to add a plus 1, which is like adding a negative 5. So now our parentheses are x minus 1 squared, but he is negative, so we're going to have to put that on the other side here. X minus 1. And then this guy will just be y squared. So that was 50 over here. So if I divide this guy by 50, and that has a 2 over 50, that would be 25. Okay. So this is the square root of 50, and that's just going to be 5. So let's move this guy over. Y is 1, but we're going to move over to the right 1. Is that lunch already? Shoot, let's finish this real quick. So we're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Square root of 50 is 7 and a little bit more than 7. So that's going to be like over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now this guy opens up. Our box is going to be something like that. So he should flow just like that. All right. We'll stop right there.